how can parents set this up or establish boundaries, or can you give an example of how, I guess it wouldn't necessarily matter if they were still married or considering separation, but how can they get on the same page effectively as far as the co-parenting around, maybe as an example, social media, as we were talking about?
So the important thing is when I work with parents or co-parents, if it's a co-parenting situation where they're in separate homes, I basically say, you can't control the other parent. For things that are important, you can have a discussion with that parent, but when they're in their home, it's different than you in your home, right? And that takes the pressure off of having to have everything equal in both homes, because it'll never be that way. But when you're in your home, you have that control, and you pick what's important. When it's with and then the way to lay it out is, frankly, a methodology that I use called love, truth, freedom, and consequences. So it's basically, you're always telling your children that you love them and that you care for them. That's the overarching theme. But you're trying to help them do what's in their best interest and yours. And then you tell them the truth, which is, here are a couple of rules or boundaries that we've decided on. And then and those are the truths. You know, if you want to live in this house, if you want us to support you, pay for your car insurance, pay for your phone, pay for your entertainment, pay for whatever it is. Here are a couple of big rules that we have. And then the freedom is, you make the choice. Either you adhere or you don't adhere. And so it's your choice. We can't make you, and we're not going to nag you. We're not going to argue with you. But then you get the benefit of adhering, and the reward or the consequence. And so that's the way things work in the world. When you're in a job and you get older, you're not going to be handheld through everything. You want to experience the benefits or the consequences of conforming or doing the right thing, or doing the wrong thing and learning and adapting and all the rest. Yeah. So I sometimes take it one step further, this model. And what I do is I encourage the kids to come up with some guidelines and boundaries, because if they have input, then they'll buy into it more. And that doesn't mean that whatever they say goes. Oh, I don't deserve any consequences for that, or that, or that shouldn't be a boundary that I have. But if you make it more if you make it more collaborative, it tends to stick better. And you're not lecturing and pushing down on kids who don't want to hear from their parents. They don't want to be lectured. They don't want to be told what to do. But if you give them choices, it definitely works differently.